Welcome back to the most news in the morning. During his make-or-break health care speech to Congress, President Obama called out some lawmakers, saying they used fear in this debate.
What we've also seen in these last months is the same partisan spectacle that only hardens the disdain many Americans have towards their own government. Instead of honest debate, we've seen scare tactics.
So pushing forward, will we see any bipartisanship or just more bad blood? Let's bring in one Democrat who's had her fair share of fiery town halls during the August recess, Missouri Senator Claire McCaskill. Good morning, Senator.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us this morning. We appreciate it. And I just think we should launch into it and get it out of the way. We heard Congressman Joe Wilson pointing at the president last night and calling him a liar. A lot of people were shocked by that. A lot of viewers writing in and saying how wrong that was and how disrespectful. You actually tweeted about this, calling him and calling this incident the biggest disappointment of the evening, a total lack of respect shown by one member for the president, and you added, never acceptable to behave like a jerk. So Congressman Wilson calls the president a liar. You call him a jerk, in essence. And, you know, do these words on both sides belong in a civilized debate? And can't we just stop this?
Well, first of all, I said he behaved like a jerk, and I was not sitting in a chamber of Congress listening to a presidential address. I said what I felt, and I think he has the right to say what he feels. But in that place, in that time, it was shocking to most members, regardless of party, because I think it denigrates the institution. I think that's why he apologized so quickly, and now I think he's done that, and we should move on. Good for him for apologizing. He admitted he made a mistake. Enough said. Let's talk about health care.
Absolutely. And I just want to ask you this to get it out of the way. Some people are saying he should be censured for this kind of behavior. Do you think that sort of action should be taken?
No, I really think we've got more important things to do at this point. He said he was sorry. Let's move on. The people of his district are the ones that have to make the decision about his behavior. I don't think we need to spend any more time on it in Congress.
Okay, well, let's talk about the issue itself. Will illegal immigrants be covered under the president's plan? And in Section 246 on page 143 of the House bill states undocumented aliens will not be eligible for credits to help them buy health insurance. If this is written in the bill, why do some people continue to believe that illegal aliens will be covered by the president's plan?
I'm not sure why. I know this. The president is committed to making sure that we are not giving federal benefits to any illegal immigrants. I think the vast majority of Congress is committed to that. I think everyone needs to take a deep breath and realize we're not going to pass something that gives coverage to illegal immigrants. And we need to focus on the parts of the bill that are real rather than trying to conjure up untrue facts that frankly are just designed to scare people and turn people against this legislation.
Well, I did notice that the president said 30 million people in the country are uninsured, and that was a change from the 46 million figure that he's been telling Americans. And some say the reason for that is because he wanted to take the illegal alien question out of the picture. I think another concern that some people have is that the plan may call for covering legal immigrants, and maybe some people might be upset about that.
Well, if you're here legally, if you've played by the rules, then we want you to buy insurance. And of course, I think anyone who's in this country that's played by the rules and is here legally, if they're going to go to our emergency rooms and get care, we want them to take responsibility for that care. So I think it's important. Even if they're not an
American citizen?
Yeah, they should have to buy insurance. That's the part that they're covered in the bill, is that if legal immigrants are here, they have a mandate, they must participate in this process, so we're not footing their bill when they go to the emergency room for care.
Okay, just to wrap it up, I mean, your feeling after the speech, do you feel better about the coming debate in the country in light of the president's speech?
I do. I think he cleared up a lot of the misinformation. I think he reassured the seniors that we all see Medicare as a sacred trust, that we're not going to cut benefits under Medicare. And importantly, he explained how this public option, if that ends up being part of the bill, will be handcuffed So it can't morph into a government mandate. I can't support a public option if it is not constrained, if it's not handcuffed. And I think he explained last night that we're not going to subsidize this public option with public money. It's going to have to live on its premiums, and therefore it will be a small part of the overall picture of health care reform.
Senator McCaskill, thanks for joining us this morning. We really appreciate
You bet.
it.
Thank you.